What's going on, guys? It's Houston Sports Talk back into the video today, and today the Houston Texans place rookie quarterback, number 2 overall rookie C.J. Stroud on the injured list with a shoulder injury, and C.J. Stroud is going to be questionable against the Colts at home on Sunday at 12 o'clock, and if he does not play, or if he does, this is supposed to be the game where number 2 overall C.J. Stroud quarterback goes up against number 4 overall Anthony Richardson quarterback. So it's supposed to be a great matchup between 2 rookie quarterbacks, but now it looks like that this matchup is in jeopardy with potentially C.J. Stroud not being able to play in this game. This is bad news for the Texans, but I think there's a chance you see C.J. Stroud play in this game. It just depends on how bad the shoulder issue is for him going into this game. But would it be that bad if C.J. Stroud doesn't play in this game? Honestly, I would tell you guys this, and I'll tell you guys this right now. With C.J. Stroud, I think the Houston Texans are locked to get a win. Look how good C.J. Stroud did last week against the Ravens defense, 28 for 44 with 242 passing yards. With 0 interceptions and 44 passes. Did that against the Ravens defense. How about playing a Colts defense? Was Colts defense, they have a solid defense. They have, DeForest Buckner. They have Darius Leonard. Solid defense. A couple really good players right there, and then a couple other solid players on the defense. But the Ravens have a way better defense than the Indianapolis Colts do. And I thought Stroud was going to have a really good game against the Indianapolis Colts, and if he's able to go, I still think he will. And honestly, with how improved the Houston Texans defense is, and look how good they did against the Ravens last week against the Ravens. They sacked the Ravens 4 times. They had 6 or 7 tackles for loss, had an interception, had a fumble recovery, and almost had a 3rd fumble recovery. They did force a fumble for a second time against Lamar Jackson, but the Ravens, one of their offensive linemen was able to recover it. So they almost had 3 turnovers on defense, almost, had a Ravens team, turn over the ball 3 times, sacked Lamar Jackson 4 times, brought infinite pressure in that game, and I think Anthony Richardson is an outstanding quarterback, and they have a good offense with Michael Pittman Jr., but you don't have to worry about Jonathan Taylor, which that has been a problem for the Houston Texans in years past. Really, the only worries are dealing with Anthony Richardson and Michael Pittman Jr., and then Darius Leonard and DeForest Buckner off the bench, on the defense. So, honestly, with how improved this defense is and how the offense did last week, yes, they only scored 9 points, but the offense was moving last week against the Ravens defense. And this game being at home compared to last week's game being in Baltimore, I think the Houston Texans should win if C.J. Stroud plays. Now, if Stroud is out with a shoulder injury and Davis Mills is the starting quarterback, which I would think he would be in case Keenum would be the backup, I think the Texans could have a shot to win, but it depends what Davis Mills we're going to see out there. Davis Mills would have some new weapons. Look at last year. He was starting to play good at the end of last year, and he's starting to look good at the end of last year. Now he has some new weapons that he didn't have last year. Yes, he had Nico Collins last year. Robert Woods is a new name. So is other guys like Tank Dell, Xavier Hutchinson, John Mechie. Noah Brown is on the injured reserve, so he's not going to be playing. And Dalton Schultz, Devin Singletary, those are some new guys. And also Dameon Pierce back again. I think Dameon Pierce, regardless whoever the quarterback is, whether it's C.J. Stroud or it's Davis Mills, I still think Dameon Pierce is going to have a monster game for the run for the Houston Texans. So I think without Stroud, I think the Houston Texans still have a chance to win this ballgame, and definitely very well could win this ballgame. But I don't think it's a guarantee. I think the Houston Texans have a very good chance to win this ballgame if Stroud plays, but if Stroud doesn't, I think it's more 50-50 for both squads. I think either one of these teams could win if Stroud is not the quarterback. But we'll see. You guys let me know your thoughts on the Texans placing C.J. Stroud on the injury report. That's it for the video. Hope you guys enjoyed, and peace out. Go Texans.